Hello, my name is Daniel and welcome to the channel. It's going to be a really quick one today, but it is November 5th, and as we all know, in the UK they celebrate my wife's birthday on November 5th with fireworks, and oddly by burning her in effigy. Strangely though, they are misgendering her and keep calling her a guy. I don't know what's up with that. But beyond that, tomorrow is November 6th, and that is when we are starting the Read What You Own challenge. I have decided I will participate in this. I wasn't planning on doing a haul before this. I only got 2 books. This was something that was lost in the mail and finally came. It's John Wyndham's Day of the Triffids. And then I got The Bloody Crown of Conan because I just wanted to round out all of the official Howard stories. But then someone had donated a collection to a local comic shop of old vintage pulp and science fiction, and included in that is also Star Trek novels. So I went a little hog wild, and that really solidified that I really need to do this challenge. I came away with around 40 books, which I will show you on probably Tuesday. The weekend and Mondays are just awful for me. It's been so busy anyway. I probably won't be doing a roundup on Tuesday like I normally do, and that is because I didn't really finish anything. I did reshingle my chunk of my house, so I got something accomplished, but reading was not one of those things. But that's okay. We're allowed to take breaks from time to time, even with things that we enjoy as a hobby. But anyway, I just want to share my rules for the Read What You Own challenge, and then I'm going to be on my way. It's going to be a busy day. So, the first rule, again, this is just an event where we're trying to read the books that we already own, and not just get caught up in the collection aspect of it and buying things. The first rule I have here is that comics do not count. I never really counted comics as part of my reading, or at least I never tracked it. I never really understood how to do that with the small floppy things, and then with manga, if you're following along with them on a weekly basis, when does it count, and if it's never put into a manga volume, how on earth does it count? So I just didn't. I've been tracking my reading since 2009, September 2009, when I graduated from college, and just kept going with it since. Never counted comics. There might be 1 or 2 exceptions in my Goodreads, but again, I didn't really have a plan. That's just how it worked out. So comics are okay. I can buy comics and I can acquire comics, no problem. The second rule is free ebooks are okay. It's not taking up space, which is primary reason why we do this, is because we run out of space and we buy a bunch of things that we don't really have room for. At least this is why I'm doing it. Other people might have other motivations. But free ebooks, they get slotted away in a digital space that is pretty much infinite. So that's perfectly okay. Rule number 3, though, free books are okay. But if I want to grab something from, say, a little free library, which I do find a lot of good stuff in those, I do have to swap something out. So I can read it for the challenge and be okay, but I have to unload a book from my collection before I can do that. That way, if I find something that's free and available and I really, really wanted it, I don't have to kick myself in the teeth. I just have to unload a book that maybe I wouldn't want quite so much. So that is rule number 3. Rule number 4, gifts are fine. I'm not going to spit in anyone's face for giving me a book. It's one of the best gifts you can give me. So gifts are okay. I probably won't count them for books read as books I own for the challenge, but I will still humbly receive them. And finally, I'm allowing myself 1 Rumspringa. That is an Amish term, where in some Amish communities, it means hopping around. Where in some Amish communities, they let their 16, 17, 18-year-olds go out into the world and try to live as non-Amish, just so they can see the world, and then if they choose, they can come back and be baptized into the Amish faith. I just wanted to make sure, like, if something were to drop, like a turn of events, like someone donating a collection to the local comic shop, and the local comic shop owner is practically giving them away for free. And there were a lot of things that I really wanted, which I can't wait to show this haul because I'm so happy. But if an event like that happens, I'm allowed one time where I can just partake and get books as if like I weren't on the challenge. And then I can rebaptize myself into the Read What You Own challenge. So I'm allowed one. That way I don't get frustrated. The last time I failed the Read What You Own challenge, like fairly early on in the 20s, and that is because there was just a deal I couldn't pass up. So I don't want to discourage myself from doing that. Oh, I never told you how many books I'm going to read. I'm going to try to read 100 books that I own before I buy another book, apart from the one allowed Rumspringa event. So those are my rules. I think I can do it. I really do. Like, there were some things I was in the middle of collecting the last time I tried to do this challenge, and it really just caused me a lot of anxiety because I would see it and it was available now and not so cheap, like if I were to buy it online. Turns out I am much better at finding deals than I am at reading those at the same clip. So really it was probably nothing to worry about. But I really wanted, this year I really wanted to read some more Conan before moving on, and Conan Pastiche particularly. I did finally get all of Howard Conan, and I probably will read all of Conan this year. I'm 2 of 3 volumes down, but the Conan Pastiche is now covered, and I have plenty to read before I get through 100 books. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 new Conan Pastiche books in my collection. So I'll show you those again on Tuesday, hopefully. But anyways, that is the Read What You Own challenge. I feel kind of guilty in that I just onboarded like 40 new books before I do this challenge, but the whole point is to just buckle down and finally read what I was going to do. I didn't buy these books in any anticipation of the challenge. It just sort of worked out that way. And I'm glad I got them before I officially started, because I would have looked like a real ass if I started the challenge and then was like, well, I broke it and bought 40 books. So the timing worked out beautifully. But I'm going to go now, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye.